If you struggle with anxiety and depression, this is for you. Here's a simple explanation about what's going on in your brain when you've experienced trauma. Imagine your brain having two primary parts. The first is your logical brain, and the other is your survival and emotional brain. Now, these two parts of your brain have very competing priorities. Your survival brain wants to keep you alive, and your logical brain wants to make sense of the world around you. It wants you to reach your goals, to create a life that feels good. Now, what trauma can do is it can make you hypervigilant. It basically increases your sensitivity and makes your threat detection center, this part in your survival brain, a little bit exaggerated. We often see situations through this lens of worst case scenario. So what happens is the survival brain says there's a threat. It becomes our default processor in that situation. And we actually stop sending electrochemical energy to the logical part of our brain, which means we can't think our way out of anxiety or depression. Have you ever been in a situation where you logically understood you were fine, but you didn't feel fine? You logically understood things were good, but they didn't feel good. And this is sometimes why people get stuck in therapy, at least traditional talk therapy, because it works with this logical part of our brain. But if our survival brain is the one that's at the driver's seat, viewing all of the situations around us, well, our logical brain stays offline. So if this sounds like what you're experiencing, it might be time for you to involve some mind-body therapies, things like breath work, movement, grounding exercises, things that are going to help you to regulate your nervous system and to create a sense of safety so that your logical brain can come back online and help you into situations more often. Anytime you're triggered, logical brain goes offline. So instead of being frustrated with yourself for not being able to do better, now you understand a little bit about what's going on inside. If you want to learn more about a neuroscience approach to anxiety or depression, like and follow here. Also head to my Instagram. I teach a lot there as well.